Welcome in, everybody. My name is Josh. This is Gaming Joy channel. We totally missed the start screen because, well, we're in a little bit of a different situation here this morning. We have... I'm farther from the mic, so I hope you can still hear me. It's going to be a little bit lower volume for my voice than usual, just because I'm about a foot further from the mic, which I can't actually fix without redoing everything. But welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. I skipped past the start screen because we're still trying to figure this out and set this up. Let me see if I can get this other thing in here. Oh, no. Cancel this. Trash that. Remove. I don't know what I just pressed the wrong keyboard. No. I don't know what this is. That one's not what I want. Yeah, I want a video capture device. Cancel. Come on. Alright, never mind. I was hoping to have a camera on the wheel, but OBS is being really, really dumb, and it's not letting me add sources, which is fine. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to turn down here, and we're going to go down here to this. And this right here has been driving me nuts. It's 14% dead zone. Like, who drives with a 14% dead zone? That's insanity. I think this is the wheel dead zone. Yeah, see? That's the wheel. This is... Oh, this is this like little slider thing, which doesn't need a dead zone either. I don't know what these things even mean, but a 14% dead zone doesn't make sense. So we're just going to turn that down. See if I can figure out what those are. Cool. Welcome in, everybody. Let's save the settings and let's see what happens in the game. I don't know what's going to happen in the game. And we actually downloaded a few tractors. Now, some of them look like they're obviously stolen from FS25 because they still have the old icons, but I'm going to enable them anyways. And then disable them once they don't work. Makes any sense. I'm just going to suspect that everything that has a blue background has not been properly converted and probably won't work. But we're going to go from there. Welcome in, everybody. How's it going? ACC is Oh. Do I want a dead zone on the accelerator? I actually might want a dead zone on the accelerator, because, yeah, I don't know. Let's find out. I don't want to have to take my foot off of the accelerator. 5%? Oh, it looks like... So I'm looking at, I messaged Scroft. He's the only other person I know who has this wheel. And... I wish I could show it to you if... Yeah. OBS is just being dumb. It won't add it. So let's... So I've got like buttons and stuff. Some of them I don't really need. The cruise control one might be nice for, not for cruise control, but I can do one of them for cruise control and one of them for like setting my line, like hitting the line. That makes sense. So I'm not going to go up. I could go up and down. What are we going to do today? This is where we started. Oh, see? Oh, that's so much better. Oh my gosh. That's like precision driving. That's really nice. Braking's nice too. So I'm actually, you can't see this because I don't have the thing turned on. Whoa. Oh, that looks so good. That's so much fun driving with the wheel. Can I do it with the camera up like this? Okay, so it was all the dead zone setting. It's a little bit sensitive right now, actually. A little bit. It's a little touchy. I changed a setting yesterday in here somewhere. My UI is going to look really weird today because it's supposed to... I think it's going to look weird. General settings. This. I've been playing at about like 170. I'm going to turn it right at 160. BRK, clutch, steel, yeah. So that makes sense. Mono Hosman, that totally makes sense what you're saying. I just didn't realize there was what those were for. Alright, so what are we going to do today? So I don't have anything bound to the wheel. And there's a light for like the accelerator that's not bound to anything. But welcome in. We are on Hutan Pantai. And in all honesty, I think like doing some of these contracts is going to be... even though I've done them a dozen times before, it's going to be the best way to get used to the wheel, honestly. Deadwood, no. Plowing, maybe. I have a plow. Alright, let's try the plowing one first. Can this thing run the plow? I don't know. Let's find out. If the camera isn't like dead behind it, it's hard to use the wheel to steer. And this actually feels better in cab now than it used to. It's the cool thing. I think for me right now, the part that I think is the most interesting is I'm coming from like a keyboard and mouse setup, right? Where the brake is very sensitive right now. I'm coming from a keyboard and mouse setup where I'm used to like, you know, tapping the yeah, I need to recalibrate the wheel. The wheel is like totally off center. Like to drive straight, I have the wheel slightly turned. That's a bit annoying. Welcome in, everybody. I'm gonna have to change the font on the on the chat. I can barely see it because it's further away for me than it usually is. What the heck just happened? Is there... There's got to be a button on here that does the tab. Uh-oh. I must have bumped it. Is it this? Oh, it's this. Nice. Q. Welcome in. Give me a second, actually. Oh, we have someone new in chat. Hey, Mr. Koale. How's it going? Welcome in. My name is Josh, obviously, the name underneath my face. This is the Gaming Joy channel. We are playing on Hutan Pantai, and today I'm playing with a Moses steering wheel for the very first time. So I'm going to come up here. Basic settings. Wheel. Oh, here. Center. Why did the game go away? Oh yeah, the UI is all messed up. I'm on the wrong game settings. I'm gonna leave it. We're already streaming. Oh, there we go. It's all centered good. So, while I drive there, which is a scary prospect, but I'm doing this while driving, and I actually have a wheel in my hand. Oh. I'm going to try to make the font size here bigger. Nope. What? Zoom in. Oh, there we go. Zoom in. Okay, now I'm making my chat bigger so I can see it, because I'm a little further away than I'm used to. Well, welcome in, Mr. Koale. Koale, I hope you're saying your name right. Whew. This is really weird. I prefer seeing, like, whenever I play trucking games of any kind, I prefer this, like, the overhead view. I know it's not realistic. And I'm doing this kind of like really weird. Doing this really weird in between thing where I'm doing something that's somewhat realistic, like driving with a steering wheel, but I'm not actually playing the realistic way. So we'll see what happens. The one thing that's killing me right now is the angle of the pedals, in all honesty. See, I can actually keep a straight line now. Okay, let's start customizing buttons. Buttons are great. I mean, there's a lot of buttons on the steering wheel, but I have to figure out which ones I want. To do what? Towboat, how's it going? We are doing something crazy. I don't have the camera working because OBS is being dumb. I have an extra camera set up, but I'm playing with a steering wheel. I've never actually played with a steering wheel before. So if it looks like I'm a little bit drunk when I'm driving, that's why. I do love... The one thing I'm actually really liking with the steering wheel is the pedals. Because I don't have a clutch and I don't have a gear shifter. I only have a brake and a pedal. So hitting the reverse, like, goes into reverse really quickly. But I can totally control, like, the steering angle when I'm reversing. And so feels really good. So I didn't actually link it below because I don't have a link to it. I will link it in the vehicle description as soon as I can get time to find the link to it. But the wheel I'm using, and there's a, I can't add it a source to OBS because OBS is being dumb. So the wheel I'm using is the Moza Racing Trucking Bundle. And they just came out with it like a month or two ago. I went ahead and ordered it. I got the longer story is I got an award for something I did at work. Me and a team of people all worked on something together, and we won like across the whole company. Here, let's set our first controls. Okay, so here we're gonna go set controls. So settings, controls, vehicle driving. Oh, Moza R5 base. Oh, that's cool. All right, so I'm setting here in this thing. Apparently I have a honk. There's no honk button. I never honk the horn anyway, so it doesn't matter. Start, stop, engine. No. I want to delete it. Okay. Ah. So starts up engines here. So I have the sim task on my left, on my right. I have a mouse. So I'm using the mouse right now. I have the R5, which is going to be the wheel. And the sim task is right here. Toggle steering mode. See, these are like 5 and 10. I don't know what 5 and 10 actually means. Can I make this bigger? Apparently I can. So you guys, I'll move this over here so you guys can see it when the game isn't open. But basically, we have this. We have 5 and 10 is the dumbest thing. Like, press up on this arrow and right on this arrow. Like, that's... I can't do that in the game. Oh, press up and A. What's A? What's A? There is no A. What are you talking about, A? There is no A. Okay, that doesn't make sense. So this, delete. I'm just gonna keep those alone. What did I want? I wanted enhanced vehicle. First of all, enhanced vehicle. We're gonna do snap current direction. There we go. That's gonna go that one. And then we want vehicle driving, I think. Come on, vehicle driving. Toggle cruise control. No. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. So cruise control is going to be that one. So, which is the resume button on the wheel. So I'm binding it to this 19, which is the resume button on the wheel. Right? And then there's a horn button, but I'm not going to use the horn for that. Figure out something else to use the horn button for. But let's just... Whoops. Oh, don't tell me I have to do that again. I might. try that. Save. Exit. So if we go here, just go like this. And we go, boop. If I take my hands off the wheel, it's locked into a line. And even if I turn the wheel, it's not doing anything. Because I'm locked into, I'll turn the controls on for it. This, like I'm locked into a heading. If I do this, now locked into a row. So, I don't know if this is going to work. You're chilling, finally good to be moving down the river. So I'm assuming you're on the boat today. Volume doesn't make sense. So let's go in here. Yeah, I see that the UI is all messed up. Controls. Raise tool. Vehicle. What is currently set to V? Toggle next fold state. What? How is toggle next fold state raise and lower tools? Look left. Here it is. Put that one there. And that one there. And then tool function 4. Yes. I don't know why you're going off that menu. Okay, let's try that. I don't know what those means. I don't have icons on my component controller, keyboard. We'll see. Sorry. So this, no. It's not working at all. That's okay. Yeah, it's not working at all. I'm trying to lower my tool, which seems like a logical thing. But it's not working. Service Dever. Oh, that's okay. Okay, we're about Tobo. Thank you for being here and thank you for coming on. I think one of the things that's going to drive me nuts, and I don't know how to fix it, or even if it is fixable, is like for me to let off. So I don't know if anyone's ever driven a truck or a big vehicle of any kind, or like a bus, which is what I've done. But like, how do I explain this. When you're like, imagine this is the pedal, right? In a race car, the pedal is like this, and you go like this, right? The angle of where you're sitting, because you're sitting backwards, your angle is way back. So you pressing the pedal to the floor is like that, right? But in a truck, and like how I'm sitting right now, it's more of this angle where this is the wheel, this is the pedal up, and this is the pedal down. So it's like a flat setting, if that makes any sense. And so for me to lift off the pedal here is kind of painful, honestly, because I have to pull my foot up so high, or I have to move it completely off of the pedal altogether, which kind of defeats the purpose of having pedals, which I may end up doing. Plowing at 98%. I didn't do a very good job plowing this field because I missed something somewhere. What did I miss? I didn't. 98%? Seriously? What did I miss? I think I missed something down here. Need headlights. Headlights. Nope, that's not the headlight button. Now, it should be the headlight button, though, because it has a headlight icon on it. Controls. I wish there was a search. No. Vehicle lights. Here we go. Over here. Clear. 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 I don't care about any of their settings. Oh, so this is tab? Why is this button bound to tab? That's incredibly dumb. It's not a tab, it's a button on a wheel. What the hell? It's 36. That's... I don't have a directional on here. I seriously should remove everything that they've already set. No, 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 no. I don't want all these What? Wait, what just happened? Are you kidding me? What am I clicking? I just reset everything, didn't I? Ugh. I did. I reset everything. Am I hitting something? Well, it's not that it's not, I don't. Wait, is that? Did it just reset all of my key bindings? No. Yeah, it reset all of them. Oh, actually. Okay. We're gonna save real quick and exit. It'll give me a chance to change my quit out of the game. It'll give me a chance to change something. Is that what's happening? Hey, Northern Farm Sim, how's it going? So I think I might have the ability to undo those changes. Close that, close that. Here. I don't. Shoot. Well, that's just like the worst day ever because I have a ton. Hey, Northern Farmsman, thanks for coming in. Thank you for the settings. You know, settings are fun. That's part of the craziness of starting a new thing with a new wheel. Why giants? While I'm starting the game, I'll take my sweater off. I'm getting hot. Why they would reset all your settings on the same key as deleting an item? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And that's even dumber than most things that Giants does. Yeah, alive and live. We'll see. But that does mean I have to redo all of my settings because I had a ton of custom settings. And now this is the tab button somehow. It's opening the map. Like, that's not what tab does. Tab goes between vehicles. I mean, I use most of my settings are default settings, but there is a few here that are not default that I'm going to have to figure out. It's going to be annoying to have to redo them. Oh, awesome. 99%. There it is. There's that last bit. And we don't need to leave this as a store anymore. We can bring this back to our farm. So let's go back to the farm, which is actually right here, which is cool. And I don't want to get a stone picker yet, even though I do have contract boost on. Just reset all my settings. Oh my gosh, seriously? It didn't just reset my, like, the game controls. It also reset the dead zone. Now there's like a 15-degree dead zone right now. Oh my gosh, that's so freaking annoying. I can't play with that. That's... Hey, Rusty, welcome in. Oh my goodness. This is not going well. This is an epic bad day. Why didn't... Mortal Houseman, this is your fault. I mean, it's not. I'm just joking. But it's totally your fault. You should have told me to back up my settings before I started messing with them. I've never had that problem before, so... Okay, so let's go back to this. So this is this is this. This is... Okay. The accelerator is this. I don't mind the dead zone on the accelerator, actually. The brake's fine. CLT clutch. I don't have a clutch, so that doesn't matter. Apply. Okay, so now that seems about right. Maximum steering angle is 900 degrees, which seems right. Game force feedback intensity. I'm gonna turn that up a little bit, and then oh, awesome, spam messages. So you can see the wheel. This is the wheel, and this is the base. This is the software for the wheel, and we're tweaking settings. I want the dark mode for this stupid app, but I can't figure out how to set it. Q&A. What's this? Oh, dark mode. Sweet. Oh, so much better. My eyes have thanked you. Thank you very much. Cloud. That's updates. I don't have this yet. Hoping to get it. This is the handbrake. This is a... Oh. They have a sequential gearbox. That's cool. And they have a shifter. These are all the stuff you can get. I don't have any of it. I just have this. And I can change the colors of the things on the wheel. Which I will do eventually, but not right now. The RPM thing doesn't work. So I don't know how to bind that to something. I just turn it off. Yeah, I can turn it off. There we go. Alright. Apply. Go. Let's go back in the game. Sorry about that, folks. The knob. Christmas night now tonight, yeah. Oh, another night tonight, yeah. That's how it is. Yeah, I imagine it would. Um, I used to drive a bus, so I'm not used to there being a knob. And the part of the reason I got this specific wheel over any other wheel, I'm just gonna play and see if until I find problems. All right, wood transport. Where are we going? Let's look at our map. We are going to deliver to our own sawmill, and we're picking up in the same place that I picked up before. Okay. There we go. Okay. It's really weird driving not facing forward. Welcome in, everybody. Okay, so we're going to do some wood transporting today. I'm going to probably struggle a little bit because all of my keybinds just got lost. Because I clicked the button. I deleted one control, deleted the second control, deleted the third control, and when I went to delete the fourth control, instead of actually deleting that fourth control because I was moving too fast, the game thought I wanted to delete all my controls and reset everything back to stock, and I didn't have a backup, which was, of course, my own fault. Oops. Get out of my way, car. I'm drunk driving today. Hey, Dust Bunny, welcome in. And so it reset everything, which includes all of my key bindings that I've been using for the past couple years. Years. Let me say that one more time. Years. I can technically get them back. I just realized just now, while I was talking, that I should be able to get... Where do I want to go? Okay. I should be able to get them back because I have FS25 key bindings. And I should be able to copy over my key bindings file from FS22 to FS25 because they should be the same. I really like the minute control of having the wheel, honestly. Especially coming from like a keyboard and mouse. You guys ever seen what it looks like to drive with a keyboard and mouse? If you don't, I know most people I know use controllers. I don't. I use a keyboard and mouse normally. And like, if you're here, let's go into cab. You see most. See if so. I'm pressing like the D key. This is D, 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 A, A. And so to turn, I'm like pressing and holding the A key. I'm still using the gas pedal, by the way, which is kind of weird to use the gas pedal and then use the keyboard for steering. But like, you see how the wheel just goes. So I always have this very kind of like grainy kind of control, but now I'm using the actual wheel. And it's super, like look at this. Like I can just kind of drive the road like a road. Right? And so I'm not like in this mode of like struggling with like constantly pressing different buttons over and over and over just to get the desired result. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense? So, coast up? Can't coast. And now my keybind is gone. Let's set this one up first. Settings. Controls. This is my first one that's custom that I have to redo. Cultivator. Universal auto load. Toggle loading. Yeah, good. Toggle unloading. Good. Yeah. Freaking A. Seriously? Just save. Why can't you just do an auto save, Giants? How hard is that? just do auto save. Save. Enhance vehicle. Snap current direction. Track. This should be here. Thank you. And then we're going to go... Oh, oh. Yes, always save my changes. But you scrolled up to the top. That's super dumb. Enhance vehicle. We're going to go over here this way. Snap current direction. Here. Okay, and then... There's no wheel functions on the back, I noticed. Moza. Noob plays. RLRM noob plays. Yeah. Welcome in. You can. I saw you saying hi. You don't need to say it 6 times. Pretty pleased with sugar on top. Switch seat. Where's cruise control? Why can I never find cruise control? Toggle steering mode. Start stop engine. Toggle cruise control. So we're gonna do backspace. Do this. Do that. Okay. Cruise control. Just leave that for now. Save controls. Okay. Load the wood. Get back to drawing. Well, welcome in everybody, and a couple new people coming in. LRN Noob. So we're just gonna call you Noob. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Let YouTube know that you like content, if you do in fact like content. And then we're driving, and this is our custom truck and our custom trailer. This is a custom version of the in-game, what's it called? International Transstar 2 Eagle. Oh, it's so good. Like, it's so smooth. I'm also still like gingerly kind of holding the wheel, like I'm not leaning on it or anything. But I can also like rest my elbows on the armrest and just kind of like steer. It's pretty awesome. I think what? I didn't hit that, did I? This mountain road is a little tight. That's okay. But yeah, this is my first time ever using a wheel of any kind in a game. Ride a horse. I don't have any horses in this playthrough yet, that's funny, but that actually sounds really fun. Okay. Let's get out. Giants, don't put little trees with their branches sticking into the road. Come on. It's really cool to be able to not just only steer with it, but like the one thing you never get on a keyboard mouse setup is you never get the ability to turn back, right? And so because it's always like you have to set your turn back speed super high to get it to work at all. And so for me, experiencing this the way it is, with where I'm actually can turn in the middle of a turn back properly instead of just waiting for the auto turn back, is like a different like sensation. And I know I'm all over the road, and I'm not trying to be realistic, I'm trying to just have fun. So if you're here for realistic trucking and you're wondering why I'm not doing in-cab, and wondering why I'm driving off the road like a dummy, that's going to be why. I'm just trying to have fun. Even backing up is so awesome. Come on, back up. Reverse. It's definitely like a video game backing up because I'm holding down the brake pedal, not the gas pedal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did I do? Oh, I turned the wheel the wrong way. Yeah, blocking traffic. It's fine. Wow. To be able to get out of something like that. Whoa. Hold on. What's going on here? Yeah, I mean, I've played. So part of the reason I love Farm Sim is that Farm Sim is kind of an extension of I've been playing driving games since I started playing. Some of my favorite games on consoles, because I just got into PC gaming really recently. That's not true. Kind of my history with gaming is I started playing really early, Nintendo and whatnot, and I started playing computer games super early, 25 years ago or more. You know, MS-DOS games. What just happened? Right? All the way back to, you know, Oregon Trails kind of stuff, right? and as time went on, sometime around like I used to play Halo and not Halo, before Halo. I used to play Quake, first-person shooter kind of stuff a lot, and I stopped playing computer games and switched to a console sometime around when the Xbox 360 came out. And I had an Xbox 360, and then I even modded my Xbox 360 to work more like a computer. I put a different system on it, but I started playing almost all my games on Xbox, and then I had an Xbox. Then my friends got me an Xbox One for my birthday, and I just haven't been playing computer games. I got out of like the whole building your own computer thing. Like I got out of that whole desire to even do that. But then recently, right before Farm Sim, I was playing a lot of a game called Satisfactory. And Satisfactory just got released, which is really cool. But Satisfactory, you needed a PC. It was only available on PC. It wasn't originally available on Mac. And so I was dual booting my Mac laptop into Windows just so I could play PC games. So originally I was playing Satisfactory, then I got into playing No Man's Sky, but that's it for PC games. Like just those two games, a couple other ones like Raft and Mini Motorways, and I played a little bit of Dyson Sphere program. I like space games and driving games, basically, on the computer. I don't really like first-person shooters on the computer anymore, and I never like playing multiplayer first-person shooters because people are dumb, and I'm not good at those games, so I just get owned, and then I get frustrated, and then I get angry, and then I get some 12-year-old yelling at me saying that I'm a noob, and that just pisses me off. Not fun. 33. Oh, I haven't picked up over there before. That's cool. Collect some money. Collect collect. We need to buy a few things today. We need to buy a trailer. Or actually, we need to truck some. We need to buy something that can pick up stones from the ground. So, one minor change that I'll show you guys is here at the farm. I did this on a live stream. And if you guys haven't seen that live stream, I recommend you check it out because it was a lot of fun. But we built a heap spawner. And a heap spawner is something that spawns a heap of stuff. So these are stones that are being spawned from my stone mine that's deep, deep, deep in this mountain. This is the output pipe of it. And I created a mod that does this. Now, this is in the base game. It's not anything new. It's actually in the base game as... I'll show you really quick. We go into here and go into construction. Go to productions. It's down here. This is mine because I just wanted the output pipe. But there is one in base game. It's... I don't remember where it is. It doesn't look like what you think it is, so it's hard to tell. Where is it? It would help if I remembered how much it was, because it was somewhere in this area. It might not be on this map. Is it this? No. Here. So this thing right here, if you look, this thing has that, like, pipe thing, right? See the pipe thing? It's outputting into that little area. This is big. I wanted something small that fit in with my own farm, so I basically just took it out and put it in my own. So this is my own heap spawner. It's spawning rocks. But we have a truck that we can hold rocks. All we need now is a front-end loader of some kind, or a loader to scoop that stuff, fill the truck. Whoops, totally going the wrong way. And bring it over to our stone factory. Yes, no, not yet. Not yet, Dust Bunny. It will be soon enough. Give me 1 second. There's the mute button. It will be soon enough. I haven't added anything new to the GitHub recently, but there's like 3 or 4 things that I have to add that I haven't added yet that I will add soon enough. It'll be available. And these are the wrong glasses. I wonder if I'm having a hard time. Yeah, I could. I could do the Lizard Forge pickup. That would be a great suggestion. I kind of want to have a front-end loader of some kind around the farm. And I don't actually mind. I don't even want to go this way. I don't know why I keep going this way. I don't actually mind using a front-end loader too much. We will have to find a bucket that holds more than 1,000 liters, maybe 2,000. So yeah, the reason that you didn't pick up loose stones, Dust Bunny, that's a good question. So on Riverbend Springs, there is a similar heap spawner. It looks the same. That is down by the river, but you can't actually pick up the stones, and it's due to ownership of the land and ownership of the stones, and Giants basically, there's a bug, and they don't. It's not. You're not the right owner of it, right? You're not the owner of those stones, so you can't pick them up. But as soon as you own the land, you can. But Giants doesn't allow you to own that land because, in their wonderful wisdom, they don't want you to own the land of anything that's theirs. that they don't want you to edit or change or delete, so they just don't let you own that land. Whatever. So that's why the one in Riverbend doesn't work, unless you use the forge wig. But it is totally possible to fix it. It just requires a map edit. I've fixed it on my version of the map, but yeah. One thing I've noticed with the wheel, there's no turn back. I kind of want to be able to let go of the wheel and have it turn back to 0. And if I hold on to it, that's fine. I don't know, does that feel weird? Like, I want it to... I think that's more of like a sim racing thing, where you want the wheel to turn back. Like, if you let go, it snaps back to 0. But I don't really know. Sorry, truck. I'm in the road. I love being able to whip the wheel around like that. But yeah. So in general, buckets will pick up loose stones if the loose stones are on land you own. And the way it works from a loose stone perspective is you have to either own the land you're on or have rights to the land. So, like, you can use a hay fork on a front-end loader to pick up grass off of a grass field, should you own that grass field or have rights to it. That's actually a note for contract boost. I don't know if you can use a hay fork to pick up straw on a harvesting contract, even though you can pick up straw with other stuff. I'll have to double check that. But as long as you own the lands or have right to the land, you should be able to pick up whatever off the ground. There is a bug on this map, specifically in that on that farm, where the farm itself is Giant's old way of doing things, where it's kind of like an object. It's a physical object in the world. The ground is, rather, the pavement at Farm 3 is a physical object. And in the map, they have it set as a road. Now, one of the collision issues with roads is, and this is something that you may or may not know, but roads, you can't tip to roads. So you can't tip product anywhere on a road. You're blocked from tipping there. And even if you do, it just goes right through the road, because the road doesn't have the collision flag needed for you to be able to tip or spawn or have a heap spawner or anything on a road. Right? It just doesn't have it. It doesn't have that setting. We got our friend Yule. His name is Al, or Al. We got our friend Al to load those logs for us. He's really nice. He loads all of our logs onto our trailers for us. He also loads pallets on those trailers for us. We hired him, and we pay him money. And actually, I should turn that setting on. That used to be a setting on Universal Autoload where you could turn on, if you auto-loaded something, it would charge you for auto-loading. Which I think is a cool, like, I don't want to do the work, but I'm going to pay someone to do it for me kind of mentality. So if I'm loading logs, I'm going to pay, you know, $10 per log for someone to load them for me. And if that feature isn't in the new Universal Autoload, I'm going to have to talk to Loki to add that. Because that's what I would do. I prefer playing with the Universal Autoload just because I don't want to do the extra work of the pallets. Pallet physics and log physics in this game. I would do the loading and stuff like that if the physics worked right. But they don't work right, and because they don't work right, they're super, super, ultra frustrating. And I'm playing to have fun, not playing to get frustrated by something stupid like physics that should work. Oh, wait, where are we going with this? We should look. David, he wants me to take it back to my warehouse. Okay, we're driving all the way across the map again. Al is a very hard worker, and he's pretty strong. These logs are... Who knows how heavy they are. They're heavy, though. I'm going to try sitting back for a minute. Because I'm like leaning forward a little bit. I'm not actually getting comfortable. I'm also in a chair on a hard rolling surface, so if I lean back too much, my chair is going to move. I might need to get like a cinder block or something to put behind my chair wheel so that it doesn't like get in my way. Man, our time is super slow. Let's speed up the time. Now, Al's a super strong worker. So driving the trucks is really fun so far. So far, my favorite thing so far with the new wheel is driving trucks. Driving trucks is really fun. Folded yoga mat. I think I have one of those. Not in arm's reach though. Just because I'm pressing against the pedals, and the pedals have a spring in them, and that spring is actually making my ankle sore because I'm not used to it. It's a really strong spring. But I think you can change out the springs to make it softer or whatever. That's pretty cool. Oh, the other thing we should do is we haven't checked out the new tractors to see if there's any, those new tractors we downloaded, to see if any of them are any good. I doubt they are, because they're all using FS25, 22 icons. Might be one or two in there. I found a fast track, which I'm super excited about. I don't know how legit it is, but I found someone who made a fast track, or who converted the fast track from base game over to 25. So I don't know if it's any good. We'll have to check it out. And then we'll have to mod it, make it black, and give it duals, and give it a world record spec engine configuration. Because that engine configuration is awesome. It's so much better without the dead zone. The dead zone was just too much. But with this, like, I have like a 1% dead zone here. It's perfect. It feels buttery smooth driving like this. We'll keep an eye on the contracts. Maybe another contract for like... There's a couple... We harvested a couple cotton fields last time. And hopefully those cotton fields are going to come up for cultivating. For seeding. So we'll keep an eye on the contracts. To keep my pedals from moving back, actually I have my pedals on a what's it called? Standing mat? Sweet. Collect. Alright, what else we got? Give me something good. Cultivating, I was looking for that. Let's do a cultivating contract. We have our own cultivator. And let's lease a new tractor, just to try out a new tractor. So let's turn this off. Let's go to the store. And check out the mods. Let's go to all the blue ones, which are probably not good, but we'll see. Huh? Yeah, configurations are working. That's silly. turbo shift. 822, 824. 824. Nice. Hey, it looks like they did a pretty good job with this one. Whoever converted it got some of the tire options, right? Oh, look at that. See, that's smart. Where you have the wider tire and the wheel wells automatically adjust. See, that's smart. Under additional settings is... So I have my steering back seat set to 100%. Or 70%. But that's not affecting the wheel at all. That only affects keyboard control so far. So this tractor's okay. I can't color it though. Let's look, see what else. Yeah, we're gonna delete that one. Goodbye. Did you see all those errors jump in? That was insane. Errors. Oh, go back. I'm not playing with anything with errors. Okay, these are gone. Isn't this the one that's in the game? Isn't the T20 in the game? T7. Oh, this is the one that's in the game. Which honestly, this one's a pretty awesome tractor. And I'll probably do a mod of this at some point to change the color. Fast track. Here's my fast track. So this is good. The fast track is colorable, which is good. What else? Where's the 880? Here it is. How'd we do? Nope. Goodbye. Nope. No, don't quit. Sorry. I almost quit. Like, out of habit. And does this have errors too? Yep. Okay, so all of the tractors I downloaded, almost all of them are really, really bad. Except for this one. This is the only one without errors. So we're going to go with this one. We'll try it out. I'm going to go to my favorite BKTs. Put some monster truck tires on here. Look at the freaking wheels on that thing, huh? I want to enable wheel weights. I like when the wheel weights are separate. That's a cool feature. No beacon lights, no GPS. It's fine. We're just leasing it, so yes. Alright. Let's check out this fence and see if it's any good. River. Look at that wide load rear end. Oh, give me a second, folks. Sorry about that phone call. And we're back at it. Let's see what we can do here. This thing. Now, do I have control over... Wait, what's happening? Okay, so this tabs between vehicles. That's not a bad thing. I want this to be my camera. It's shifting. Oh, I see. Right now, this thing, so I have like a little controller, like a little thumb thing on the side, and it's shifting gears. And so I don't like shifting gears. I want to make that the camera. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and we're going to take this, and we're going to duplicate it. Copy paste. So now we have a backup of our active input bindings. So now if we mess with them, we're not going to lose the stuff we've done so far. Which is, should have done in the first place. And then you said a model house additional settings. That's in like the main menu before I get into the game, right? Yeah, we're not going to do that right now. What was I trying to do? So right now in vehicle shifting... vehicle shifting. There's a... Now, this is where I actually ran into the problem earlier, actually. This right here. Because I was deleting multiple things in a row, it reset my settings. So these don't want to have in here. Ugh. Actually, I did want those. Dang it. I was deleting the farm stick ones. Whatever, I'll do those later. So this, I'm going to delete. Delete. And I just have to make sure I'm reading the screen before I do anything, because that's how I was like backspace, enter to just to delete all of these things. And at some point during that process, I said, okay, just delete everything and reset everything back to stock. And that was my problem. All right, so we want camera. And I want to be able to control the camera without actually using the mouse. So player movement. Is it player movement or is there a vehicle camera? Does anyone know? Is there a camera? Oh, here's the camera. What is this? Okay. Okay, this is what I... So this is the one on the left. So the plus thing is the one on the... Hey, Gold Gaming, how's it going? Welcome in. Sorry, I'm messing with settings. This doesn't make sense. I don't... What does switch seat mean? Enter is to enter the vehicle. X doesn't exist on the R5 base. So that doesn't make sense to have a control that you can't actually do. Maybe this should be here. Attach. This should be here. Let's try the left side of the wheel is going to be attaching and detaching. Like this says 5 plus Y. But what is 5? Oh, wait. What's 5? 5 is holding this, holding up, and then pressing something else? What? That's not a toggle button. That's a... Are there buttons on the back? No, there's no buttons on the back. But apparently I can hold up and press something else. And it'll do stuff? Okay, that doesn't help me. Why it lets me exit out of the controls without saving them is beyond me. Okay, so let's go here. Player movement. I'm going to do this. Look right. Left. Look down. Look up. Okay. Save controls. I don't know what else I lost. I probably lost something. Don't get... Oh my god, it's snowing! It's snowing! So the reason I did that, and it doesn't work, I wanted to be able to control this, so... I wanted to be able to control the camera. If I go here, I bet this works. Okay, so it works while I'm outside of the vehicle. Inside the vehicle, it must be a different setting somewhere. So hold on. Right. Oh, look up, down. Okay, so look down vehicle here. Oh, escape. I'm setting the wrong thing. R5. Look down vehicle. Perfect. Good. I don't care this user. Up. Okay. Look right. And look left. Okay. Save controls. That should be enough. Alright, I need to step away for a quick second. I will be right back. I totally have to move stuff around now because like my Stream Deck is, because of the wheel, is now super far from me. Like just changing scenes is like really hard. And I have like a deep desk to begin with, like my desk front to back. Like, I mean, I can measure it. There we go. Sorry about that. I closed my laptop monitor for a minute, and apparently it just reset stuff. It's just acting weird. All right, so there we go. Now we did have a tool for attach, didn't we? Am I not near it? I'm not near it. There it is. Ooh, I got one of my hotkeys to work, and I'm totally gonna have to wear different shoes for playing on the wheel. Let's try out this awesome tractor. Look at that, I can control all my cameras from my wheel. Now, it's not as smooth. It's a little bit different, but yeah. Welcome in. Hey, David, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Josh, hey, what's up? It's so weird. Having anyone else in chat whose name is Josh is just... it hurts my head. It's too much. But welcome in, Josh. I saw you there. Sorry for... I just stepped away for a second. Let me scroll up in chat and see if I missed anybody. Gold Gaming. Okay. Josh, don't. Just joking around. I'm just going to drive across this field because, you know, terrain deformation and stuff. Because terrain deformation is fun. Whoa. Alright, so can I unfold here? That's not what I wanted. How do I get to the mods and DLCs page? What the heck? So this is attach. So this is attach. Actually, I think this one should be attach. Okay. One more control. Sorry. This is very important. Very, very important stuff. Vehicle. Enter attach tool. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do this as this one. And then lower, it's going to be this one. Raise and lower is going to be that one. Turning it on off is going to be this one. Attach, lower, turn on. And we'll do this one as unfold. Where's fold and unfold? Fold all tools? No. Lower, raise all tools. Where's the fold? Whatever. I'll do that one. I haven't looked into that. I don't know why I would look into that, but I haven't looked into that. So this we can get rid of. This we can get rid of. And it looks like they're trying to do like... This doesn't make sense because the right arrow key, like the way that these controls are configured, they're assuming the number 4 is like a toggle of some kind. And wait, hold on. Maybe number 4 is a toggle. Where's number 4? Is there a button on this wheel that I don't know about? Where's 4? Keep seeing 5. Where's 4? Am I blind? Maybe it's 4 like... No, I can't press down on that thing. Yeah. Where's 4? Is 4 the brake or something? Key combination explanation. Web page. No, 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 no. Oh, hold on one second. So yeah, I don't think the number 4 exists. And all of these key combinations are all about 4. So I don't freaking know. Whatever. Save controls. So there we go. I got it. You hear me? Yep. Okay. So no, I haven't encountered anything about tornadoes. It feels so weird holding the steering wheel and drinking coffee. Um, nothing about tornadoes yet. Mainly because I haven't actually seen a tornado. So far I've seen rain, and now we've seen snow. This is my first time seeing snow. I haven't seen snow on the ground yet. I've only seen snow falling. I haven't experienced a tornado or a hailstorm or any of the dangerous weather things that can happen. I know that they can happen, but I haven't experienced them. And I have it set so that I can experience them. But I haven't experienced them myself. So. Hey, Black Sheep, by the way, since you're not watching, when you have a tool that does something to the ground, right? You're not supposed to see the tire tracks. That tool is supposed to wipe away the tire tracks. Just saying, in case you didn't know that. There's a setting called erase tire tracks equals erase tire tracks, and you have to set it to true, or else it's going to leave the tire tracks behind your plow. Just saying. Tornado in FS25. That'd be kind of funny. I doubt you'd be able to. You mean you could probably spawn a tornado in 22? I'm sure it's just an animation of some kind. But getting a tornado to actually do ground damage to fields and stuff like that, I'm sure there's a lot more going on there. Can this thing do a U-turn? Yeah, it can. Startup speed for this tractor, though, is like from stop is a little slow. Just saying. So driving with a keyboard, I always use like enhanced vehicle to keep a straight line. But in all honesty, because it's so hard to keep a straight line with a keyboard, right? Like to slightly adjust your course on a keyboard, you know, we did this before. You're like, oh this, like you see how that like I press the wheel once, like I press the key once, it just like tweaks, right? It's super hard to keep a straight line. But with a controller, or with the wheel, it's super easy. Just hold the wheel straight, or at an angle, or whatever I want, and it just works. Isn't this tractor supposed to be like 200, like a lot of horsepower? This thing is like super bogging down. What are you stuck on, dude? Alright, well, this... as nice as this tractor looks, it doesn't work very well. I wanted a strong tractor, not a weak-ass tractor. Well, I mean... as happy as any person would be playing with a new toy. Like, why did it stop right there? Like, I'm full pedal down. Yeah, so this tractor, I'm glad we leased it, because it's not very good. Don't get me wrong, I like the kind of older style tractors, but there seems to be like a 2-second shift delay between shifting from one gear to the next, which is, to me, a little bit much. But yeah, I am a little bit happy. Thank you, Gold Gaming. This is actually pretty fun. It's a new experience for me, in some ways, right? Because I've never played with a wheel. I haven't even played Farm Sim with a controller. So like 2 years ago, so I got Farm Sim in right after Farm Sim 22 came out. That's the first time I played Farm Sim. And the next Christmas, not that Christmas, the next Christmas, I tried to buy a controller. So 2021, I guess. I bought a controller that I could, an Xbox controller, because I'm an Xbox guy. I've always been, not always, but for the most part, Xbox. And I got a controller because I thought that a controller would be a good way to play Farm Sim. And actually, it was a weird reason too. I thought it would be a good way to play Farm Sim while I'm on the treadmill. So I had this whole idea to like set up a board across the armrests of the treadmill and like put my laptop up there, and yeah, I don't like this tractor at all. Put my laptop up there and then be able to still play the game with the controller, right? And so I thought a controller was the best option. Then I got it, and I tried for like a week, but I hated it. Couldn't stand it. I don't know why. I just couldn't stand the way the controller, the way it was controlling the vehicle. I just couldn't stand it. I couldn't figure out why. Couldn't figure out why I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And so I returned it because it was a gift that I had just gotten for myself. I just returned it. Oh, great. All of my controls are gone. I just realized my enhanced vehicle controls are all gone. So, like, none of my settings are working the way I want them to. Sorry, I don't know how to get those lines off of the screen. I don't know how to do that. Or undo that, I should say. Those lines are from Enhanced Vehicle. Oh. It's like when I'm actually usually pretty good at backing up, but with the wheel I keep turning the wrong way. Or pressing the wrong button. So I'm just totally making this up with this field. I don't know what the right thing to do is anymore. Hey Waylon, how's it going? You been here? There we go. Yeah, this shouldn't struggle this much. Contract finished. But I'm not done. I'm not done with the field. I have to be a nice farmer and at least mostly finish the field. Alright. Let's fold this up. Wrong button. I don't know why that button I can't rebind. Is the fold? Alright. Let's go look at our contracts, see what we did. Do we get another cultivating contract? Let's find out. Collect. Only $3,000 for that work, but that's okay. Oh, we got lots of cultivating contracts. Smaller. And see, these are little small vehicles. Okay, let's... I'm actually having fun with the cultivating contracts for now. What the hell? Oh, I'm going to accept that one. $26,000? Oh, I have to take that one, don't I? And then cultivating, where am I? I'm over here. 6 is really near me, so let's go just accept that one and use this same vehicle. We're going to change the enhanced vehicle settings real quick. Controls. Game. Enhanced vehicle. Enhanced vehicle is all set up with a numpad, but I don't have a numpad because I'm weird. And change display mode alliance. Control 5. Oh. Change display of the lines. This. Control. Right control slash. Recalculate track layout. Control T. I do a lot of stuff with the right. Snap current direction. P there. Open config menu. There. Leave all the numpad stuff alone because I don't have a numpad. Move offset to the right. Move offset to the left. Move tracks to the right. Tracks to the left. Increase the width. Up. And decrease the width. Down. Okay. Save. Okay. Go back to our code editor. Delete. Move to recycle bin. Copy paste. This is our current backup. And we can get back to playing. So this should just turn off the lines. There we go. Alright, that's what we wanted. And our little tractor can run that plow pretty well, so we're just going to use our little tractor when we go to plow that big field. Not use this tractor because this tractor is garbage. Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, there's a super big lag on this tractor with shifting, and I don't like it. So we're not going to play with that. We're not going to use this tractor long term. We can go here, this. Where are you stopping, dude? Like I got my foot solid down on the accelerator and it's stopping. Why is it stopping? Okay, this is driving me nuts. Never mind. Disconnect. I'll drive you back to the store. At least something else. I'm gonna try something new I've never tried before. I'm looking for like a middle ground, a medium to large tractor that I can do this kind of field work with. I don't know what kind of tractor I want, but... And then once I find that tractor, I'm gonna mod it to make it black. So maybe we'll do a base game tractor. I did have one in mind that I was thinking about. Now we're back to the store. Here. Exit out. I'm still getting used to how to do this. Vehicles? Is that right? Is that how I return something? Return. Yes. Okay. Let's go to the store. We have some mods and DLCs. We could obviously... Did this have errors? I forget. Yeah, it did. Dang it. This is the new one. I haven't actually tried this. Let's try this. 4220 is the largest I can get. 235. They have duals. It has flotation tires. That's good enough for me. Markers? No. Flags? No. GPS? No. What does that just do? Oh, it just puts a little thing on there. Front loader. Can have a JCB with a front loader. That might solve our rock problem. Main color. Hella black. Rim color. Hella metallic black. That looks fantastic. Let's lease this bad boy, see how it works out for us. All right. Not very zippy. The engine is not very zippy. We're not at a huge amount of horsepower. It's at 235 or something. Four-wheel steering with the wheel is so cool. Oh, it reverses really well. If I actually hold down the pedal. What did I just do? Press the wrong button. Oh, here we go. See? These are both around the same horsepower. Like this one and the last one, same horsepower. This one just works. Oh, the four-wheel steering with the wheel is so cool. And we should zoom out a little bit so I can see my tool. Make sure I'm getting this whole field. Okay, new goal. We have to own this tractor, not lease it. And then, because people don't seem to be able to release mods on mod sites without being really dumb, is I need to either convert the JCB 8330 to FS25, or if Richard's here. Richard, are you here? If you're here, Richard, or you see this afterwards, please reach out to me and let me know if MGS is bringing the super fast track to 25. So I'll wait for him to do it if he's doing it, because his version was pretty awesome. But I gotta have me my fast tracks. So who knows, who can think of the first, knowing me, if you guys know me well enough, what do you think the first tractor was that I ever modded? That I ever spent time modding? What do you think the first tractor was that I ever modded? For myself, not for like release or anything. Does anyone know? It's a pretty simple answer if you know me well. First tractor that I ever modded for any reason. Nope. Close though. And actually not close. It's not the JCB. My love for JCBs came later in 22. No, Valtra. Ew. I hate Valtras. Actually, no, I don't hate them. I don't think I modded some Valtras. I did a Valtra playthrough on Moss Valley in 22, and that was pretty fun. But most of the Valtras are nice because You can do color selection on all the base game Valtras already. So, yeah. Rusty would know. I'm surprised Rusty answered Valtra, actually. Rusty, I'm surprised at you. What's one of the most underappreciated tractors that can just do just about anything? $46 silage bills. That's awesome. That's actually the last thing for me to fix on the contract boost. Is I still can't figure out how to get it to allow you to keep the bales on silage contracts and not have them be like all glitched. There you go, Rusty. Thank you very much. Rusty's right. I knew Rusty would know. Specifically with that description. I led Rusty on that one. So Rigitrack. The Rigitrack SKE50. When I first started playing, I was in single player. I was playing on Haut Laurent. And the Rigitrack was just simple. It was worked and it was zippy. I love the fact that it was zippy. Scroft, hey, thanks for coming in. I am finding the settings almost perfect. I did have because I've never been much of a person for settings. I did have an issue about an hour ago where I was deleting settings that came with the wheel in the keybind settings thing. And I accidentally reset all of my settings completely. But the dead zone thing, the suggestions you gave me for the dead zone, and the way the dead zone is a night and day. And the big thing, I think the biggest one was the settings for the wheel were great. The biggest one was the dead zone in the advanced settings menu or something. That one, I've never even been in that menu. I've never had a reason to go in that menu. So, I didn't even know it was there. So, that one was one that I didn't know about. And it's a game changer. Because the game has it set by default to 14%. 14% is insane. And that's the way it felt when I was playing with it. Like, I literally could move the wheel, like this much before it would actually start turning. And so then you just go all the way back to here to turn back the other way, and you end up seesawing really a lot because of those settings, and it was just ridiculous. But this is the most fun I've had playing Farm Sim in a while, specifically because it changes the interface for me. Like, I'm keyboard warrior. This is me driving before. Like, see how the wheels just jumping? Like, that's the way I used to drive. And now with the wheel, it's a lot smoother. And I'm starting to get some keybinds to bind onto the keys that are on the wheel. Four-wheel steering with the wheel is a little bit weird. Don't get me wrong. And I've still been able to cook enhanced vehicle settings in there. I'm starting to get some little stuff going, little settings here and there. But it's a totally different thing to be able to just, overhead or in cab, just to be able to drive in a straight line. As dumb as that sounds, like, just to be able to drive in a straight line is, for me as a keyboard player, kind of a game changer. Because as a keyboard player, you never drive in a straight line. You're always doing like it's like the ASD keys are like an on-off setting. Yeah, and for me, so Scruff, you probably don't know this, but some of the people here who are in the channels all the time do know this. But I used to drive buses, so like big city buses, right? And so for me, I'm used to having this sitting position that I'm in now, which is this like very upright sitting position with a big wheel that's like this. You're turning it like this in front of you, right? One of my favorite buses that I ever drove was this like 70s fishbowl bus. They called it the fishbowl because, I mean, it was a college town. What do you think they did in that bus, right? Um, and that was one of my favorite buses to drive, and it didn't have power steering. And because it didn't have power steering, you had to have this massive wheel. And so you had to wrench the wheel. You're like pulling the wheel, right? Got big biceps that year that I was driving that bus. So this feels a lot like that because it's such a big wheel. And it's one of the reasons I wanted it, because I didn't want it to feel like a race car. I wanted it to feel like a truck. Now, the only downside with the Moza setup, this is something that I haven't figured out at all, but I'm sure I will eventually, is the pedals. So the pedals are like this, right? And when you're driving a bus, your pedals are normally like this. So your pedals are really low when you're driving a bus. And I'm assuming it's the same way when you're driving a truck. Is your pedals are low, they're not as high. So it's just a weird, like the angle is hurting, it's hurting my ankle. And I know that's a super minor complaint, and I'm not really complaining about, you know, big $500 wheel setup, but it's something that I'm not only going to have to get used to, but find a solution for, because I can't, like, if every time I play my ankles are going to hurt afterwards, that's going to be kind of a problem. So like I need a pedals that I can adjust so that they're almost flat. And I don't think there's anything out there in the market that can do that. All of the pedals that are in the market are designed for racing, so they're not designed for this. I want bus driving pedals, basically. The buses that you drive, like the city buses, most people don't know this. You're sitting like around the steering stalk, right? Like your legs are on either side of the steering wheel, it's like coming up in the middle. Your legs are on either side, and so you can't 2-foot drive a bus. Like I can 2-foot drive this, like I can brake and gas pedal with different feet, and I learned how to 2-foot drive when I was younger, and then I learned how to 3-foot drive with a clutch. But you can't 2-foot drive with a bus because the steering wheel is in the way. Like the steering column is in the way. And then the two pedals are side by side like this, almost flat on the floor. Right? And so you just like rotate off your heel and you're pressing the different pedals, right? That's just bus driving. That's how it is. And so that's what I'm used to when driving this style of, in this sitting position, right? So like right now I'm using the pedals like only with like the ball. The only thing that's on the pedals are like my toes, and I'm like my foot is almost flat on like the board in front of the pedal, and I'm literally pressing the pedal with my toes, not my whole foot, which is obviously not how you're supposed to do it, but it's the closest thing I can get without hurting my ankles. Where am I supposed to be going? Map. I'm supposed to be going at 12. Next right. So yeah, that's the only thing right now that's kind of weird for me is the pedal thing. So I don't know what to do about it. The way the pedals work for this is the spring and everything like that is underneath the pedal. And because it's underneath the pedal, that means that there's nowhere for, you can't make the pedal flat. even if you wanted to, because the floor is in the way. Yeah, I did see the stalks. It was so this was kind of a I don't think I told Scruff, but I told which other people. So we had a competition at work. We had a hackathon, and that hackathon had us. Why is that unfolding? Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. We had a hackathon at work, and a hackathon is basically like everyone gets together, they come up with a good idea, and then they have 2 days to see if they can turn that idea into reality, and then demo it off to the whole company, right? And so my company actually won, or not my company, my team actually won that hackathon, and there was a cash prize for all the winners. My tracks are all set up wrong. Oh, this field isn't straight. Okay, I'm gonna make it straight. Which is super cool. You know, I was super excited that my team won, but there was a cash prize. There was like a $500 cash prize, and so with that cash prize, I was able to get this. Snap to angle. 5K. I don't like these snap to angles. 230 is close enough. So that was the reason why I ended up getting this this wheel, because I was not planning on buying a wheel. I thought about it, and I think that when I saw Scroff's videos on the wheel setup and unboxing, I'm like, that looks legit. If I'm gonna ever get a wheel, that's the one I'm gonna get. That was kind of my thought process. And then this thing happened at work, and I'm like, well, here we go. And it came in yesterday. Yeah, it came in yesterday. I set up last night, so that's where we are. Is this the max speed for this plow? I want to play with the fast track. I don't want to play with this. So let's do this. Let's just do this. Turn off the lines. Hire a worker. The worker's going to do the plowing for us and make us a ton of money. We're going to switch over to the fast track and do another cultivating contract, because those are fun. Those are a little bit faster moving. And then that's probably going to be the last one. I'm probably going to have to call it after that. Where are we? 22. Let's do. I actually never been to 22. Accept contract. That's where I am, and that's why I got the wheel. And I'm having fun with it. I think it's totally a different way of playing. The downside is that I don't have a dedicated space for playing. So the desk that I'm sitting at is the desk that I work at. And I'm going to need to be able to... I wired it into the desks. The cables aren't hanging around the place. They're actually cabled in nicely. But I'm going to have to disconnect the wheel, unplug it, take it off the desk, put it to the side, so I can actually sit at my desk. So unfortunately, I don't have like a dedicated setup or anything like that. So on the second, when I have to go back to work, I'm gonna have to undo all of this and put it away. But for now, it's I'm gonna have some fun with it. Oh, hey Eric, sorry, I missed your comment. Yes, I have to. The other thing, I have my sim stick thing next to me. I don't think this is the right way to get to that field. That field's over there. But I'm gonna go down this road that's one way. I've had problems going down this road before in this game. On this map. Because it's one way and I've had vehicles come the other direction, which is unfortunate because they just drive right into you and then they get stuck and yada yada. I love the water in the streets. That looks so good. Okay, so the field I want is the one to the left. David, I love it so far. I love it. I've gotten the buttons on the wheel. I don't know if you can hear that. The buttons are very... You hear that? The buttons are really clicky, which is not a bad thing. I don't mind it. The wheel is super, super smooth. And as I was saying before, I'm used to driving a bus, so a big wheel like this makes sense. When I've driven tractors before, my cousin has, or my brother-in-law has 2 tractors, and he let me drive one of them. It was my only time driving a tractor. It was a couple years ago. This feels like that from a wheel perspective. As far as like the size of the wheel, this is obviously a lot smoother than a tractor's wheel. Tractor's wheel to me didn't feel, when I was using them, didn't feel very smooth. It felt very kind of, I don't know what the word is, not janky, but I'm still getting used to like turning around, course correcting with the wheel. Backing up with the wheel is a little bit crazy so far. So if I'm just doing something weird, don't mind me. My favorite part about the wheel, David, is that I can drive in a straight line, and I can do very slight course corrections. Where with the keyboard I can't. That's just not possible to do small course corrections with the keyboard. So maintaining a straight line is way easier with the wheel because it's a wheel. I was thinking about when I first got it, like there should be some like auto turn back, like where the wheel's motor tries to force the wheel to turn backwards, like turn back to 0, which is like how a controller would work. But I think that I don't want that. In my mind, I think I wanted it, but now that I'm using it, like, I don't think that would make sense. Oops, wrong way. But I keep reversing in the wrong direction. That's my biggest problem right now is remembering which way to turn the wheel when you're driving a car is my biggest problem right now. Because I'm used to doing all this stuff with 2 fingers, keyboard, mouse. I'm not used to like the physical movements that I'm having to do right now. So I'm a little bit all over the place sometimes. But even doing something like this, like cultivating or plowing, like, is way more enjoyable with the wheel than it would be with a keyboard and mouse. So, yeah, you guys can tell that I'm happy, but I am. This is a lot of fun. It's a totally different experience, 100%. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I think the settings Croft give me are really good from a sensitivity and how much I want to turn the wheel. Turning the wheel does in game. It makes a lot of sense. I am having to do like a full 360 of the wheel to do a hard turn, but because of that turn distance, it's really easy to control like the exact angle that I'm at, and to me that feels awesome. It feels totally normal. But it's that the biggest one is right now is like turning around and then getting set up to go straight again. That's my biggest hesitation right now, is that turnaround and then getting back to a straight line. Does this do camera? No. This camera's here. Oh, come on. Hold on. Stop. I think I have to recalibrate the farm stick. It's drifting. I tried to use the hi-hat to change the camera angle, the farm stick, and it's drifting. Which is not good. It's so cool. But yeah, ugh. The spring in the pedal. I think that's my only kind of like thing I have to get used to or find another solution for, is the amount of spring that's in the pedal. I've only been playing for like 2 hours and my ankle is pretty sore right now. So like I'm fighting against the resistance of the pedal, and so I'm gonna have to look into how to modify or whatever the stock modes of pedals. I think they're perfect for racing, but not for what. There you go. Such a different experience. But this wheel is solid. I weighed it. I picked up the box yesterday from the delivery, and I was like, whoa, this is super heavy. And then I took everything out. The pedals are heavy because they're metal, of course. But the wheel and the motor and everything is also metal. The wheel with the mounting bracket, and the motor is over 16 pounds. It's like 16.2 pounds. I weighed it. That's ridiculous. I played with like wheels. I played with a wheel on a PS2 a really long time ago. A friend had a sim set up for like Gran Turismo or something. The original Gran Turismo. The first Logitech wheel that was released ages ago. I played on that, and that was like classic, super lightweight. It didn't feel real. Constantly heard the whine of the motor, like as you turn the wheels, like, and it didn't really turn me off of using a wheel, but I was really hoping that this was not going to be like that, because I bought this sight unseen and I bought it without actually using it. So I was really hoping that wasn't going to be the case. I'm very glad that it wasn't. It's going to be totally weird to go back to playing, like, if I play the game at all on the without the wheel. It's gonna be totally weird to do that. Totally. Thanks to everyone for being here. Thanks for coming along. Sorry about all the messing with settings and all that kind of stuff. I know that that's not really fun to watch, but this is a first-time setup or first-time user switching from keyboard to wheel. That's what I'm doing here. And like learning all the ins and outs of using a wheel and getting used to it and how that works, I guess. It's definitely a different gaming experience. And in some ways, I think it changes Farm Sim for me. A little bit. Like, it changes it to be more interactive. Like turning the wheel, I'm working up a sweat here. You know what I mean? And like, that's weird. I'm putting a lot of effort. I'm sure my arms are going to be sore. And it's not like driving a car at all. I mean, I could make it like driving a car by angling the wheel at a more of a car angle, but I have the angle of the wheel like almost flat. I could measure the angle, I guess. But I have the angle of the wheel set almost flat. And plowing is still going on. I'll do that last one. It's over here. Just for something to do. And then I'm probably gonna have to call it. What the heck? I just plowed this field. And it's already got a billion zillion weeds in it? That's weird. As soon as I collected it, just grew like an immense number of weeds. Wait, where's this field? Oh, I do take a right here. It's that far field. I don't think I've been on that far field before. But even just like driving around town, like it's just so much easier to stay on the road and not be running off the road all the time. And I'm not like saying everyone should go out and get a wheel, but for me, this is just an extra level of fun and enjoyment, I guess, especially while streaming. This is honestly so much fun. I just want to keep playing. I'll see. I'm not sure what's going to go on today. I'm on break for the next couple days. So we're going to get some more development time in and hopefully some more gaming time. So if you guys are enjoying the content, and I know there's a couple new people who came in for, or people like Stroft who came in for the first time, thank you so much for being here. If you guys are enjoying the content, please keep an eye out for the posts when I post the live streams. Oh my gosh. Maybe I have the cameras here. It's working, but it's working as a security cam and not as a webcam. So I'll try to get up a camera on the wheel, just for the sake of having a camera on the wheel. I don't know if that's going to be a normal thing, but as I'm learning how the wheel works, you guys can see how I'm using it and how it looks. Because this is not a normal wheel. This is a trucking wheel, so it's the arm movements and what I'm doing is totally different, right? But if you guys want to come back and see that, let me know. Keep an eye out for, so between now and the new year, Got some time on my hands and a new toy, so I want to play with it. And we'll see what we can do to add some more content or more live streams, or maybe even just me sharing my screen while I'm here. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and finish this field and end the stream, and I'll catch everyone next time. Bye-bye. Thank you to... That's not the right thing with the words. Why do I always show the wrong one? I want this one. Here we go. That was today's thumbnail. I can't even stop. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.